Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm back with LOOM Bells of Basin City. We are going to be creating our character for our gameplay. I have played this a couple of times already and we're going to create a new character. We can go through it again. However, I do need to say right from the start that there are going to be spoilers in this video. The creation of a character basically takes you through the beginning part of the book, which includes a lot of story and narrative. If you kind of want to discover that by yourself, maybe you move directly to the gameplay videos, which will be following this one shortly. But if you don't mind me going through the beginning story with you, then welcome. But before we go on any further and do that, we have a little thank you. And this is to Evan, one of my subscribers. He was very kind and sent me a gift through the Amazon wish list, which is down below. I don't feel right asking for money, so I don't have a Patreon or anything like that. But I have set up a wish list in case you guys do want to help. And Evan very kindly sent me a mystery dice pack. Now, this is from HD Dice. So I haven't actually tried this brand before. I did check on Amazon. Apparently there's 100 different sets you could possibly get. So Evan, let me see if I can get this right. If not, blame Google Translate. Tusen tak, du en rock est hjärna. I hope I said that right. Evan, let me know whether I said that right. But thank you so much, my friend. Now, unless the dice can't be seen by the camera, I will be using some of these in the gameplay. Or at least one of these. But let's get on, crack the pack from Evan. Thank you so much, my friend. And because I didn't buy it, it's probably going to be an awesome pack. Let's have a look and see. Okay, it's in another baggie. We have... Ooh, shiny. Oh, these look quite nice. Hang on, are they orange? I think these are orange, but they've got like the foil inside. Oh, these are actually nice. And yeah, they're not pink. Yay, they're not pink. Evan, well done, mate. Oh, these are really nice. So yes, Loom uses 3d6. One dice will be used on the map. I think I use a different dice for that, but I will be using, it's a 7-piece set, so there's 1d6. I will be using this as one of my dice as we play through Loom Bells of Basin City. Anyway, right. So, thank you to Evan. Now, let's make a character. Right, let us begin creating our character, Dolores, the Defacer. Now, in this game, there will be spoilers. In the character creation, there's going to be a fair amount of spoilers as we go over the character creation and the background generation. It's going to be a lot of storytelling as we, like I say, create the character. And then in the gameplay, there will also be spoilers as we create the scenes and read the scenes. So, just so you know. But we are going to begin now. You may not be able to see everything at this zoom level on the character sheet because I kind of wanna show you what I'm going to be reading. So it's not just audio, it's visual as well, yeah? But what I'll do maybe is later on, I'll give like a larger image of the character sheet so you can see all the stuff that I've been writing down. Because it might be a little bit small at this zoom. But like I say, I want to show you guys exactly what I'm going to be reading from. I just moved it a little bit so that you can see the, all the details plus the character sheet there. So we can reference that when we need to. Right, let us begin. Going to be quite a bit of little storytelling as we do this, and yep, that's all it is. So this is the beginnings, 2 pages. There's a number of things we need to make decisions on, which we will transfer onto the character sheet. There's not a lot to do, I've got to be honest, but there is a lot of reading. So, are you prepared to listen to me read? Right, Dolores's beginnings. Far from the hushed vale and beyond the pilgrim's roads, those that once snaked beneath a shimmering inland sea, it rests. High atop the cliff sides which border the mighty basin, there lies a city. Its walls are a bastion before an untamed land, though its innards may not provide shelter. Hostility reigns here, and the bells of the cathedral ever ring. Night things taking flight from the belfries, rising before the moons like shadowed birds. Here the Empress dwells. Now, take this point in time to let you know that there is a lore book for this realm, which is system neutral, but it contains a lot of information that maybe the game adventure book doesn't actually contain. So for things like the Empress, there will be a little bit of information within the game regarding the Empress, about who she is, etc. But if you want more information about this realm and about the people and the things we find, I recommend the setting book, which you can find on DriveThru. I'll put the link down below. Anyway, let us continue. You are the Defacer, a rogue witch, an assassin, and an artist. Your blood is tied to a lineage of the old regime. From the shadows you fight your battles, all for your cause against the Empress. By your blades shall her reign end. Though you have seen the faces of the gods, whilst within a trance caused by the deep magics, you worship none, save the colorant. They, the demiurges of LOOM, are false idols, nothing more than clawing entities of the void. They are the sparrow, or the bat, to you, winged and from places beyond your reach, yet nothing more than creatures with wants and needs, and so they call you pagan. You bow only to the warmth and to the drawing of the essence of the world. The very fabric of reality and the unexplainable colours of it all do your bidding. You can feel them, all the users of the colorant from across the known world. They creep through the distant veil, beneath the branches of oak and frosted ash. You can feel their magical as well, scrawls being painted across the city this very night, marking outlawed symbols to encourage the uprising, of which you are but a single small tool. The cogs you now know have begun to turn. So yeah, in this game you're playing a Defacer who's basically like this rogue wizard graffiti artist kind of thing. Okay, carrying on. The city rooftops await you beyond the window, the light which falls through it drenching you in silvered shadows. The night is young, your mission dire. The Cathedral of the Pallid Paupers lies far to the west, across the city main and the corrupt church district. Therein lies your prey, the unholy servant of the stars, the Empress herself. Can you, Defacer of the pagan underworld, slay that, what's the matter with me? Slay that which cannot die. Kind of ruined the ending there. So that's kind of an introduction in terms of the sort of game itself and what the game encompasses. A little bit about who you are, a little bit about your kind of mission, but we're going to go into a bit more detail now regarding who we are, where we are, what we're going to do, and like I say, we'll do it step by step. There's no dice rolling in character creation for this game, but there are decisions we have to make to shape who we are. Okay, let's continue. Now, you may notice that this game, like Portent of the Veil, it is designed to be like a old school text adventure, the old computer games where you used to type in "Go West," hit troll with axe kind of thing, yeah? And you can see here where it says here, begin. It's like the prompt. Right, let's go. You stand within your hidden chambers, atop an abandoned tower, sheathing your knives into your leather belt. As you look to a dusty desk within the corner of your dark abode, you see the cherished map of your childhood home. And above it, the glowing scrawl of pink colorant you manifested earlier. Your signature scrawl style, inspired by the runic alphabet of your birthplace. Yeah, Jay from shieldicestudio really does have a knack of writing good narrative, good stories, right? So the first thing you need to do is we have to, again, here's the prompt, choose your colorant affinity. So this is going to affect some of the things that we meet as we do our adventure. We do get bonuses when certain things match our affinity, but to be very honest with you, it doesn't really matter which one you pick, because the scenes, the keywords, and the things that we meet, it's all going to be randomly generated. So there's no one that's better than the others, and you can't really prepare because, like I say, the story and the game is going to be completely random. So let's think in terms of the character. We got Dolores the Defacer. What do we think Dolores is going to be like? What have we got here? Okay, colorant affinity. First choice is Scrolls of the Natural World, which has the symbol N. The veil you were born beneath wavering pine trees, in the deep shadows of the darkening veil. Okay. Second option, Scrolls of the Old Regime, symbol is O, Basin City. You were born right here, upon the bloodied streets of the city, beneath the Empress's gaze. Or the third option, Scrolls of the Ember Light, the Strath. You were born beside the buried city of Sangrad, beneath the rising desert horns of Titan's Reach. Okay, let me have a think. Right, if we go to the settings book, we have a map of the area. So Basin City is down here. This is the basin. The Vale is here. This is where we did Portent of the Vale here. And the Strath is this area here where the sort of Defacers sort of people kind of live. We've got to pick where we come from, the Strath, the Vale, or Basin City. I'm thinking I want to start in Basin City for this character. So we are going to put, for our affinity, what does it say here? Basin City is the Old Regime. So we just write here, Old Regime, and that is the symbol O. So there will be things where certain people we meet, things that we do, things that we find, they may sort of have the same affinity, in which case this will hopefully give us some bonuses. Right, so our affinity is the Old Regime. Let's go to the next part. Climb onto the window's edge. You step up onto the stone sill. The cold air cuts skin. The rooftops, a ramshackle mess of tiles, domes, towers and ruins, crawl outward as far as the eye can see. In the far distance, beyond a low smog, the cathedral rises. Your goal. But, you think, I'll raise chaos before I reach it. A smile grows across your face. This is your domain, high above the unknowing residents who flounder in squalor below. Do you do this to save them, or to save your own kind? You care not now for the politics of things, for your knives are sharp and the colorant flows through your veins, making mauve patterns on your fingers which tingle. You run them along the hilt of a dagger, adorned with a small crystal skull. The dagger sparks with colorant, reacting to your touch. This blade is not simply just a weapon, but an ancient artifact, gifted to you by one of your order. It's this one here. The Pagan's Key, it is named. It holds the power to liquefy and reshape its blade when charged with colorant. You shall use this tool to unlock the city herself. Yeah, I think I mentioned this in the overview. Sometimes you can find entrances as you're going through the scenes, and you can sometimes unlock doors and unlock closed places with your Pagan's Key to get items, to get benefits, to get bonuses. And this is it here. Right, just beyond the safety of your tower, you spy a wanted poster flapping in the wind. It has been pasted to the balcony of some disused, once noble banquet hall, and it tells of your recent crime. Right, now that we've actually moved over to the second page, what I can do is this. So we can actually see the character sheet and what we're reading. There you go. Now, second choice, choose your crime, what you're going to be wanted for. Now, this is going to have an effect on the ending that you get. When you finish the game, you get an ending depending on how well you do. But this is also going to be linked in terms of what the ending is. Also, I think this is going to be a factor if we draw a Joker. I think. Anyway, we have to choose one of these. Now, I have played this a couple of times with different crimes. And the endings are actually very different. So I want to try a different one. Last time I did murder and theft. So I'm thinking this time I'm either going to do heresy or arson. Let's do heresy this time. So heresy, we write here, wanted for. Again, this is going to have an effect with certain things we find as we play the game. So we wanted for heresy. A member of the Sorcerer's Seminary overheard you whispering outlawed scripture. Yep. I read dangerous books. Right, what is the next stage? The next stage says, leap from your window. Right, we're going out. We were on the window edge. We're now leaping from the window. What's going to happen now? You bound into the night air from the safety of your hideout, and the closer celestial bodies turn overhead as the gaseous cosmos far beyond burns red. You land upon a flat rooftop with naught but a whisper, and rise to meet the treacherous pathways before you. Taking in a breath of cool night air, your body still warm from the day's rest, you let your sight linger on the Cathedral of the Pallid Paupers, which looms over all from its distant perch in the west. Soaking in the cosmic light and picturing your long-lost kin, you think on the skies of your birth. Right, so next decision, choose your celestial boon. I think one of the keywords that you can find is sky, and I think some of the options there will be these ones. And if you get the same keyword as your celestial boon, I think you get a bonus for the whole turn or for the whole scene. But again, it's completely random, so it doesn't really matter. So pick one that kind of fits your character's story that you have in mind. So we've got 3 to choose from. We've got the Witches, Ternary, Chroma Nebula, and Ember Sphere. Let's have a look. On the eve of your birth, the tripartite stars shone brightly, calling all dark things to your presence. You fed on their energy. Okay, that's the first choice. The second choice is Chroma Nebula. On the dawn of your birth, the gaseous clouds of a nebula churned brightly in the sky and bathed your skin in many colors. And the third choice is Ember Sphere. On the afternoon of your birth, a bright planet hung low, and many ember shards fell and shattered around you like a glowing halo. I'll tell you what, for this one, I'm going to use Evan's dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's let luck decide. We get a 5. That is this one, Ember Sphere. Ember, okay. And that has no symbol, but like I said, we get a +2 to all of our rolls in the scene if I think we get a sky result of Ember Sphere. I think it's sky. Right, so old regime, wanted for heresy, and celestial boom is Ember Sphere. Right, carrying on. Access our hidden stash. Here, atop the adjacent rooftop to your hideout, rests your stash. You kneel and pull a plank free, then reach a hand inward, deciding which gear would best suit you. As you make your decision, you begin to hear the barks of city watchdogs in the streets below. Taste the metallic twang of sorcerers warming up their deathly powers, and smell the rotten servants of the flesh moulders moving nearby. Right, choose our mission layout is the next prompt. Each chosen loadout comes with 2 starting items. Once chosen, add the items into my inventory. Now, we're going to be doing this at normal difficulty. So we get captured on the 4th bell. We get 10 points for our command list, and items of the same type only use a single inventory slot. So I can, again, this is like my background: assassin, burglar, climber, or rebel. Pus bulbs are useful for making the potions that help with assassinations, but it's not complete. I need another item for that. Lockpicks, rope, torches, starlight sextants. Let's start as a rebel. So I'm going to start with a torch and starlight sextant. Okay. Let me quickly pop to the items page so we can see what these are and what they do. Items is near the back. Right, what do we got? We've got, there's no torch. Oh, here it is. Oil-soaked torch. It can easily be lit for warmth, and the drawing of the flame will gift the colorant. +2 warmth, -1 challenge modifier when used. Oh, excellent. So that could be quite useful. Because again, warmth can be used to also manipulate your dice rolls and to get back pagan key uses. So that's pretty useful. And we also got a starlight sextant. What's this? This ethereal object is used by the cosmologists as a one-time tool to map the sky or horizon, +2 to roll when surveying. Surveying is one of the commands. If I can find it, here he goes. Survey map and viewpoint, so we get a +2 to 1 roll. So again, it's most items that you'll find here are 1 use, so I can get a +2 when I'm trying to do a survey or use a viewpoint. But again, since a lot of this game is random, there's not a lot that you can plan for or equip for. It really is, just kind of adapting it to fit the story of your character. You can't really, like I say, you can't really see the future. But in this game, we do, I think, have a better chance of doing well at our checks, because we will be starting with more command points compared to Portent of the Veil. But yes, those are the items that I'll be starting with: the torch and the starlight sextant. Right, now distribute points across your command list, maximum of 3 for a single command, attempting, if you wish, to match your chosen loadout theme. Okay, so now we've got to do our command list. Right, so this is our command list. Let's just check it's on camera. A little bit higher. There we go. Now, there are 2 sides. We can't put any points in our skill commands. These are the ones that we can do after scrolling or assassinations. Flee area and watch and wait. Again, we don't need to put points in those because they're automatically a success, but they come with a cost. So I am going to be playing at normal difficulty for this session, which means we start with 10 points. If I started at novice, the easy level, we get 12 points. If I started at hard level, I get 8. I think it's 8. But we're going to start with 10 points, maximum of 3 for 1 skill. So I'm thinking, rooftop run is something that you can always do, and it kind of can be useful in a variety of ways. So I'm thinking that rooftop run, I should allocate some points. I'm also thinking sneak could be good, because I'm getting the impression, and again, in my mind, that maybe Dolores isn't so much a fighter as more a sort of rebel, burglar kind of thing. But again, having some points in attack will always come in useful, I think. Because you also need to look in terms of the rewards. So if I use sneak, I can get warmth and combat modifier. If I use combat, I can get city influence, items, and nothing. So you do get different rewards if you're successful, and of course different punishments when you're failing. So it's not simply a case of, oh, I just want to sneak, because maybe you want to attack to get, you know, different rewards. But I'm thinking entrance lock, hide, burgle. Okay, I think I'm going to put, I've got 10 points, yeah? So I could put 2 points in 5. So 5 commands I could put 2 points in. That would give me a good range. Or I could do 3 at +2 and then 4 at +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 different commands that I can allocate skills points to. I think when I did the playthrough of Portent of the Veil, I did a kind of focused on NPCs and temples, if I remember correctly. But I think I'm going to put a +2 in Rooftop Run. Again, let's use Evan's dice. I've used 2 points. I think I'm going to put 2 points in Sneak. So now I've got, that's 4 points. I've got 6 left. I mean, attack is always, again, I think NPCs could be useful. What does it give me? Pagan's Key bonus, which give, again, when it says here +1 PK, it basically means you get back 1 use of your Pagan's Key or an item. Approach NPC, challenge modifier, warmth. See, we want to try and get good city influence, because again, that's going to be a factor in terms of what ending you get. So looking at things where you can increase your city influence is always going to be a good thing. So I'm thinking approach rather than pickpocket NPC, because again, I've got a chance of getting the CI. So maybe a 2 in approach. That gives me 6 points done. 2, 4, 6. And I mean, a +1's not going to be a huge difference, but I could either give myself +2 in 2 more skills or +1 in 4 more skills. I think I'm going to give myself a +1 in 4 more skills. So I'm going to give myself a +1 in attack. Again, I'm looking at the bonuses and benefits. Let's have a look. Again, survey can be useful, so I'll give myself a +1 there. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So I've got 2 points left. I'm going to do +1, +1. So I'm going to do. Actually, I've got 2 points left. I can do one more. I've given myself 2 +1s. I can do one more +2, I think. And I think I'll do that for one of the entrance skills or entrance commands, because you've got foe, viewpoint, entrance. We've got NPC, rooftop run. Yeah. So I'm going to put 2 more points into, which one's more useful? Combat modifier and warmth. Item, and warmth. See, items are useful. Yeah, I think I'll do the burgle thing. So I'll give myself +2. In there, right, so we have +1 to attack, +2 to sneak, +1 to survey, +2 to pick entrance lock, +2 to approach NPC, and +2 to rooftop run. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There you go. That's all my commands done. So these will be added to my rolls to try and overcome the total challenge rating of the scene. Right, so we've done that. So that's our commands. Our commands are done. Most of our characters, I think we're almost there. What does it say now? Enter the city main. The rooftops beckon, their undersides licked by a pale torchlight. What menace awaits you above the filth and amidst mist? You stand in a low stance, then like a black cat run deeper into Basin City. dun, dun, dun. Here we go. And it says here, continue, draw a card. And that will bring us into the gameplay. So we have created our character for Bells of Basin City. We've got Dolores. Her items are useful. Her commands are useful. Again, I haven't sort of overdone it. I haven't given myself a +3 in anything. I've kind of spread it around a little bit because you never know what's going to happen in this game. So Pagan's Key here, Colorant here, Warmth and City Influence. Here's the map. We are going to start our gameplay in the next video. So guys, thank you very much for watching. We are ready to start the gameplay. That will be coming soon. And thanks once again to Evan for providing us with a new set of dice. And hopefully these will... 2, 1, Evan. What? 5, okay. Hopefully they'll roll well. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video where we take Dolores into Basin City. So until then, take care, stay safe. Cheers.